This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, the best in football from all around the Bay Area. We have the Bay Area's top two teams, St. Francis and De La Salle. Los Lomas meets Northgate, and the rivalry game between Leland and Pioneer.
Volleyball features Valley Christian meeting Menlo Atherton, water polo with Lincoln and Willow Glen, and the story of the Kennedy football player, a victim of gun violence, now starring for his team. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis, and we start tonight in the South Bay with an interesting non-league game with Sacred Heart Cathedral taking on Homestead. The Fightin' Irish off to a great start at 2-0, scoring 84 points in their first two games.
Very high-powered offense. The Mustangs from Homestead are 1-1 with senior running back Andrew O'Dour rushing for nearly 200 yards so far this season. The Irish taking on the Mustangs in Cupertino Friday night.
The stands are packed and the cheerleaders are pumped for this Friday night game as Sacred Heart Cathedral battles Homestead. To start it off, it's the Fighting Irish quarterback Will Irons with a pass to Anthony Hurd, who runs the ball 72 yards for a touchdown. Nobody going to stop Hurd. And then it's off to Ronan Orford with the extra point, making the score 7-0, the Fighting Irish in the lead. Next up, it's Homestead's Jack Barden with the handoff to Nitsan Sar, who takes it 15 yards for the touchdown. Mustangs tie it up, making it 7-all. To end the first quarter, it's Irons again with the handoff to Hurd, who runs it, this time 51 yards for his second TD of the night, and he was just getting started. Then it's Orford finishing things off, and it's 14-7. Skipping ahead to the middle of the second, it's another handoff by Irons to Hurd, who runs the ball for his third touchdown. And then it's Orford making it 21-7. To finish up the half, it's Orford with the pass to guess who? Anthony Hurd with another run. His fourth touchdown of the night. Orford back at it again, and it's 28-7. At the end of the third, it's Orford with the pass to Eamon Oxley, who breaks two tackles for the TD. And skipping to the fourth, Orford with a pass this time into the hands of Fanfell for the touchdown. And Sacred Heart Cathedral cruises to a final of 48-14.
The Piedmont Highlanders making a big entrance with the traditional bagpipes facing Menlo on Friday night. We go right to the action. Jacob Prager fakes the handoff, sends it to Kamon Smith, who makes the catch at the 45, and there's no one around him. Into the end zone for the Highlanders, 7-0 in the first. Second quarter now, and quarterback Emilio Simbeck slides the ball to Aiden Israelski. Israelski stays on his feet and gets the touchdown for the Knights. It's 7-all. Just before the half now, Simbeck finds Israelski. The toss into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point is good, and the Knights lead by 7. Seconds left in the third quarter now. Simbeck hands it off to Dylan Grady. Grady gets through an open lane into the end zone with an extra push from Javier Dickinson. 21-7 Menlo. Fourth quarter now, and check out the defense. Miles Smith gets into the backfield and gets the sack after the bobbled snap there. Keep an eye on Grady here. Piedmont looking to try and get something going. The ball is thrown deep, but Grady is there for the interception for Menlo as the Knights regain possession with just minutes left to go in the game, and the Knights in complete control of this one. It's a great night for Menlo as Simbeck hands it off to Jake Schiff, who finds a hole in the defense. He gets the touchdown. The Knights were fired up, and Menlo has the victory. 28-7 was the final score. Menlo now 2-1 on the season. Simbeck and Israelski, big games for Menlo.
Los Gatos Wildcats huddling up before facing the San Benito Hay Balers. We skip to the second, still no score. Slade Wilson with the handoff to Johnny Gonzalez. Johnny with the shifty moves, finding the sideline and taking the fast lane into red zone territory. Setting up this nice TD, Wilson on the pitch to Gonzalez for 6. Hay Balers up 7 after the extra point. Still in the second, San Benito looking for some more insurance before the half. Wilson going to the air. He fires a bomb down the field to Giovanni Giannata. Giovanni tacks on 6, and it's 14-0 at the half. Third quarter, Los Gatos trailing by 21. Robert Nelson looking for a target, and he finds Tyler Williams. And then just a few plays later, it's the Nelson to Williams connection again. This time, it results with points, and the Wildcats pull within 14. Fourth quarter, LG feeling a spark, continuing with the passing game. Nelson with the pass to Cole Patterson. Check out Cole, turn on the Jets. Wildcats back in red zone territory. Needing a TD, LG answers in a big way. Nelson back to Patterson, who takes it to the house. Home team pulls within 7, and it's 21-14. LG ready to make this comeback complete. Nelson finds one of his many targets. You heard his name, Cole Patterson. Patterson makes the grab and takes it to the 7, and then Nelson does it again. This time it's back to Williams, who pulls the ball in. LG within 1. They would go for 2, but the Hay Balers get the big time stop and hold on to win it 21-20. Big games from Gonzalez and Remote.
The Lady Trojans from Castro Valley getting pumped up before their match against Washington. First set, Kira Chen setting up Ashley Chacon for the monster kill. Trojans up early. Later on in the first, Alexis Hoffman and Alika Unti will shut down the shot at the net to pull ahead 6-5 Trojans. But the Huskies come back to tie it up. Jessica Lindy Goodfellow lofting it to Jessica Cadigal for the kill. Still in the first set, the Huskies on the attack. This is Kylie Jacobs, who fakes out the entire Trojan D with this lob. 13-10 Washington. But late in the first set, the Trojans' own Alexis Hoffman lobs it over to Ashley Chacon, who spikes this one to take the first set. Into the second, the Huskies looking for a chance to come back, but they are denied once again at the net by Alika Unti. A few plays later, Amina Mahmoud rockets this one over the net to give the Trojans a commanding 9-4 lead. And look out, it's Amina Mahmoud again for the kill, and you can see she is heating up right now. This next play, Jessie Obeso lobs it over to Amina Mahmoud once again for her third kill in a row for this game, and match point as the Trojans sweep the Huskies in 3 straight in this interleague matchup. Hoffman and Chacon leading the way. Each week this season, the Rica Center presents the Player of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap produced by the hip hop department at the Rica Center this week.
How high players of the week, Rocky Center on the beat, the streets love the way we do it. From Paris all the way to Tokyo, it's Mr. Worldwide, you already know John Tokyo. Campolindo star taking us to get to yo. It's simple, he is ruling, he's the judge, he is the law. Stopping every single rush as a defensive back, score an interception and almost took it back. Hold up, that man is the quarterback too. Explosive and precise, now you can count on that dude. And we go to Valley Christian with Charlie Bostic. Fierce as a mosh pit, pierce through and squash it. Running back, running through every single opponent. And stepping front and get plowed every single moment. It is no secret, he's been doing this for years. Take a peek of it, drowning on defenders' tears. It is too beefy, too complex, he can seize it. He's the best at taking over games. Now we wondering who is next. These are your players of the week.
South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our young people.
So each week they will present a driving tip to help our teens drive more safely. Here is this week's tip.
Hi, my name is Aurora Trejo. I'm from Leland High School with this week's South County Chrysler Safe Driving Tip. In many families, if teens get a car, they end up with the oldest model, most beat up one in the household. Or if they save up to buy a used car, it's 6 to 10 years old, and the smaller model. While less expensive, this option might not be the safest choice for teens. The Institute for Highway Safety has compiled a list of best choices and good choices for a safe used car for teens. In general, heavier cars had better safety crash ratings than lighter ones, and no mini cars made the list. So do your homework and get a car with the best safety ratings and features that you can afford.
Coming up, the Block Construction Blockbuster game. It's the rivalry game with Live Oak and Gilroy.
And later, Foothill and San Ramon Valley as 49ers Cal High Sports Report rolls along.
The Rica Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rica Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Stevens Creek Toyota is proud to support high school sports to help mold the leaders of tomorrow. Now we invite you to experience the future today with the car of the future, the all-new 2016 Mirai hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Be the first to drive the future today, or check out the amazing new 2016 Prius Liftback. Plus, experience genuine Toyota service in our state-of-the-art facility. Drive the future right in the heart of Silicon Valley at Stevens Creek Toyota San Jose.
For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970.
We're back at Levi Stadium with our NCS Blockbuster game. This is a rivalry game with two South County schools going at it. The Gilroy Mustangs coming into this game at 2-0 to start the season.
And what do you do if you're an Acorns fan?
Root for the Acorns?
No, you go nuts.
Oh, gotcha.
That's their
Good
slogan.
one.
Go nuts. The Acorns from Live Oak come into this game at 1-1 with a tough double overtime loss last week. The Acorns looking to go nuts and get back on the winning track and topple their rivals from Gilroy. In our CCS Blockbuster game, our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
Tonight we have one of the fiercest rivalries in the Bay Area. The Gilroy Mustangs host the Live Oak Acorns. The Mustangs off to a great start with 2 wins. Suiting up for Gilroy will be the Zendeja triplets. Number 50, Sal, is a two-way starter. His sister, number 30, Maricela, will be on special teams. And the other sister, Natalie, will be cheerleading on the sideline. As for Live Oak, they're coming off a tough double overtime loss against Christopher. At quarterback for the Acorns will be junior Jonathan Singleton, who has 6 touchdowns and 470 yards passing. It's Live Oak at Gilroy for our Blockbuster game. A lot of action in this one, starting with the Mustangs. Jonathan Castro hands the ball off to Joseph Barnes. He shakes a few tackles, breaks free, and runs it all the way home. Extra point missed. Gilroy leads 6-0. Live Oak answers back. QB Jonathan Singleton looks downfield. He throws a perfect pass into the hands of Christian Guari for the touchdown. Acorns take a 14-6 lead. With 40 seconds left in the first half, the Acorns extend their lead as Singleton takes this one in himself. Not much time left in the first half, but it's enough for Gilroy. Castro creates space. He looks upfield, throws it 25 yards to Andrew Castro for the touchdown. The Mustangs push for 2. Barnes with the ball, and he's through. Gilroy cuts their deficit 21-20 at the half. Gilroy comes out in the second half hungry. Here's Castro showing off his arm as he makes a spectacular throw to his boy Max Pierce to take the lead. The Mustangs aren't done yet. Castro hands it off to Barnes. He gets hit hard, but not hard enough. Number 2 gets the touchdown, and Gilroy leads by 18. 7 minutes left of play. Acorns with the possession. Singleton launches the ball to Jaime Martinez. He makes the running catch, and he's in for the touchdown. But the Mustangs offense can't be touched. Castro finds Castro wide open, and he flies his way into the end zone. Mustangs beat their rivals 47-28. Castro tells us what was different in the second half.
First half, I couldn't really connect. That was my bad with the passes. But coach just said trust the pocket, and I did. And shout out my receivers and my running back, Joe Barnes.
In Gilroy with our CCS Blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Say hello to the parents getting some shade as Los Altos travels to St. Francis. We start in the first. The Lancers on the attack. Ashana Desai gets a foot on it, batting it out of harm's way. LA now on the corner for the Eagles. Lisa Larson with a spectacular shot, but it's just wide. The Lancers would get a penalty shot in the first half. Casey Joy delivers to give SF a 1-0 lead. The Lancers looking for some more insurance, but check out the Eagles defender staying with the ball. Los Altos staying tough the entire time. The Eagles on the corner and trying to even things up. Lauren Saliver passing to Larson. The ball is centered by Phoebe Aronson in front for Jesse Borgen, and it's a goal, and we are tied at 1. LA threatening again on offense, but watch out for Molly Smith. She's not going to let this one slip by. An in OT golden goal wins it all. Aronson on the assist to Larson for the game winner. A thrilling come from behind victory for Los Altos as the Eagles win it with a final of 2-1.
Sereno Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award.
Here's the 49ers' Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce the second Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week for the 2017 season. This week's award goes to Santa Clara High School coach Hank Roberts. Coach Roberts' team improved to 2-0 on the season after a dominating performance, where they beat Overfelt High School by a score of 57-28. The offense and defense was firing on all cylinders in this one. Coach Roberts will be invited to watch a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. As part of this award, Santa Clara High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Congratulations to head coach Hank Robert, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
The 49ers want to remind you this year's high school games at Levi's Stadium will be taking place Saturday, September 23rd, with Wilcox meeting Los Altos at 3:30 and St. Mary's of Stockton taking on Mater Dei at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, two great games, so go check it out. Coming up, Walnut Creek rivals Northgate and Los Lomas.
But first, here's this week's Silver Creek Sportsplex Top 10 Volleyball Poll.
Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, basketball, and badminton. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for summer camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest, top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andre, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
We're Bishop O'Dowd Volleyball, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium in the NBC Sports Studio with Los Lomas, the Knights off to a 1-1 start and ready to take on their Walnut Creek rivals from Northgate this week.
The Broncos also 1-1 after an impressive win last week. Northgate hosting Los Lomas Friday night.
It's the Northgate Broncos with their traditional pregame ritual. Into the first quarter, Jack Fulp steps back in the pocket and tosses this one to Samisi Saluni for the first touchdown of the game. Next possession, the Los Lomas Knights will march downfield into the red zone. Dylan Graham finds Blake Thorpe over the middle to tie the game at 7-all. So in the first, the Broncos back on offense. Jack Fulp going deep to Saluni. 13-7, the lead for Northgate, but this game was back and forth all night. Moving ahead into the start of the second, the Knights in the red zone. Graham will find Thorpe over the middle, and the game is 14-13, Los Lomas. Counting down the final minutes of the half, the Broncos come back to take the lead. Saluni catching this one again. It's 20-13. Into the start of the second, and the Knights come back. Graham swings this one to the outside to find Thorpe again. His third touchdown of the game, and Los Lomas is ahead 26-20. 1 minute left in the third. The Knights trailing, but it's Thorpe again as he catches this one over the defender. 33-26, Los Lomas in the lead. But the Broncos march back. Marcus Dickerson finds a hole. He takes this one to the house for 6, and the Broncos come back to lead it 34-33. Last chance for the Los Lomas Knights to take the lead. The pass is tossed to the sideline, but DeMarco Venturi gets the pick to seal the deal for the Northgate Broncos. It's a nail-biter, but Northgate comes out on top, 42-36.
Captains shake hands as the Willow Glen Rams host the Lincoln Lions. The Rams grab a big lead in the first quarter. Here's Jason Whites to Jason Arrieta. He kicks it towards the goal, picks it up, and fires it in. Great shot. Second quarter, Lions down by 10, trying to get back in this one. Here's Blake Panion to Quentin Atkinson, who skips this one in for a nice goal. Willow Glen adds to their lead as Connor Probst finds Grant Chaponis, who shakes off the defender and finds the back of the goal. Rams lead 14-2 at the end of the half. Third quarter here, Rams on the attack. Chaponis with the ball. He sees an opening, winds up, and rockets it in for a 14-point lead. Lincoln fights back, though. Here's Robert Hoshi to Atkinson. He waits for the right moment and muzzles it in for another goal. But the Rams don't stop. Here's Cruz Alsami launching it all the way up the pool to Arrieta, and with no hesitation, he fires it in for his 8th goal of the game. And Willow Glen takes this one 23-6. What a great way to start the season.
Each week, Stevens Creek Toyota brings us stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Marissa, tonight we meet an outstanding player from the Kennedy Eagles football team who never leaves the field. Darian Ellison is a top recruit who feels lucky to be taking the field every Friday night. Football practice in Richmond with the sun shining as bright as the future of this talented football team. The Eagles are coming off their best season in years, winning league and winning a first-round NCS playoff game, 10-2 overall.
It was actually one of the best years I ever had in my life in football. You know, I never went 10-2 or 9-1. I never did that in football before. You know, last year teams was like, we was more like, I've been going to the school all my 4 years of high school, and that like last year was like, that team was one of the most, they were just serious, more serious than all the other past years I had at this school. Like, they wanted to win.
Hey, could y'all hurry up, bro, please?
This is Darian Ellison. When I ask what position he plays, no one really has an answer. Darian plays everywhere: running back, wide receiver, defensive back, safety, and special teams. Darian is ready for another fine season with a group of talented players working together towards success. But in Richmond, success is hard to realize. Most of the players have just one parent at home, and most have experienced gun violence firsthand.
I was 7 years old, and I was at like a family get-together, you know, everybody, all the family together, barbecuing. You know, as it got late, I was sitting on the couch, and I just heard shots. It was multiple shots, just constantly. And I ran to the bathroom. You know, I got grazed a couple of times. You know, I got a couple fragments in my body, in my legs and stuff from the bullet. And glass got on my eye, you know, nothing major, but, you know, was the scariest situation I've ever been in my life, and I will never forget that.
Wrong place, wrong time. Just going home, I guess. They just shot me for no reason, basically.
Where were you shot?
On my arm.
In your arm?
Right shoulder.
And then you're all better now?
Yeah.
What were you thinking about at the time when that happened?
I'm like, why would they shoot me for? I don't got nothing against nobody.
Despite the dangers in the streets, these players continue to come to practice and go to school. Last year, not one player was ineligible because of poor grades. This year, the goal is a team-wide 3.0 GPA, a concerted effort toward education, making their coach proud.
It amazes me. It amazes me every day, because you would think that some of the stuff that they go through, you would think that it would deter them away from this place. But they come here every day because they understand that this is the one thing that can help them change everything that they've been through by getting a great education and trying to move on to college and to the next level.
Kennedy High is fostering an environment where the students know they have support and can always ask for help.
Having a great school like John F. Kennedy High School to come to every day, when you have a whole lot of support throughout the day. Even at night, you have support. You know, they know they can call anybody on this campus, any teacher, administrator, or a coach, if they need anything, any times of night, if they need whatever, anytime, whatever they need, they know we're there to help them through it.
Now players like Darian Ellison are working toward a brighter future where college can change their environment. So as the sun sets on this day of practice, the players at Kennedy High School look forward to brighter days ahead, this season and beyond. Darian Ellison is looking to play next year at the college level, but right now the Eagles are having another great season and enjoying their great success.
And it's great to see the team raising their GPA and just really doing well for themselves.
You know, and so much about it is coaching, and Coach Jackson and his staff do a great job.
Good mentors for those boys.
Absolutely. One Hit Away brings us concussion prevention tips every week.
Here's Dr. Sergio Azzolino with this week's tip.
In sports, there are two factors that define the course of our brain's health: if and how we injure it, and how we heal it. If you participate in sports, you are not in control of the if and the how, but you are in control of using proven therapies for brain healing. Here are three. Number one, nutrition. For starters, hydrate, eliminate junk food, and add omega-3 fatty acids to your diet. Number two, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This safe therapy oxygenates the brain and reduces inflammation, thus setting the course for proactive healing. Number three, chiropractic neurology. This brain-based rehabilitation addresses neurological deficits, thus allowing healing to take place. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Pioneer takes on arch rival Leland.
And to the pool we go for Doherty Valley and Carondelet as the 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
It's unbelievable. At South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we are the #1 Hellcat dealer in the nation. We've got the largest selection for speed anywhere. Dodge Challenger or Charger Hellcats for only $589 per month. That's not all. We're California's destination for great deals all the time. We've got Jeep Renegades for $10,888 and Fiats for $8,999. Plus the largest selection of Wranglers anywhere. The summer clearance event is going on now, so drive a little and save a lot.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. We vote online, and the game with the most votes gets to be the Game of the Week. So that means a reporter on scene, team interviews, and Game of the Week t-shirts.
Really awesome. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week features rivals Leland and Pioneer. Leland off to a 2-0 start with outstanding junior running back Kyle Anderson, already with over 300 yards rushing this season. Just 2 miles up Almaden Expressway is Pioneer High School. The Mustangs come in 1-1 and would like nothing more than to topple their rival Leland in the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Huge crowd at Leland's Pat Tillman Stadium for this big rivalry game. The Chargers in charge early as quarterback Carson Yates tosses on the reverse to Anthony Gonzalez for a Charger first down. Same drive, Yates under pressure. He finds junior running back Kyle Anderson, and Kyle cuts it upfield as the drive continues. Anderson was huge for Leland in this game. Same drive, and Carson Yates tosses it up for his brother Cannon. They do this in the backyard all the time. Cannon hauls it in there. Terrific play there. Then hand it to Anderson, and the outstanding junior running back pounds it in, and Leland leads it 7-0. Pioneer looking to come back. Ryan Wallace rolling out and finding Tanner Campani. He holds on despite a huge hit from Gonzalez, but the Mustang drive stalls. Later in the second quarter, you like a tough quarterback? Look at the sophomore Yates just destroy the defender on the way to a nice game. Then Kyle Anderson, using the Mikey Villette block, strolls in for the score. Kyle thanking his lineman Villette, pointing at Mikey, saying, "Thanks, hey, big guy, good job. Hey, give Mikey the ball. I think Mikey could run a little bit. Look at him go." Just before the half, Pioneer looking to get back in it, but the ball is fumbled, and there to recover is Max McCash, but the Chargers did not McCash in, 14-0 at the half. Second half now, Leland on the move as Carson Yates hits his brother Cannon, who is off to the races. 53 yards on the pass play, but the Chargers would not score. And that was good news for Pioneer as the Mustangs get going. It's Wallace hitting A.J. Gittens, who had a terrific game for Pioneer. It's 14-7, and we've got a game. But Leland seals the deal here with another Anderson touchdown, 219 yards for Kyle in the game. We talked with the 3-0 Chargers after the game.
And here they are, winners of the Battle of the Den, the Leland Chargers. Congratulations, guys.
Right here with me is Kyle Anderson. Kyle with another big game tonight. So Kyle, you are the MVP of the game. Congratulations. Talk about what this game means, beating your rivals from up Almadine Expressway.
You know, it's a great feeling. We got the whole team out here. We've been putting this in ever since summer. And, I mean, we got some serious defensive and offensive threats. And, you know, we aren't the same team you've seen last year and the year before. We're coming out with some vengeance, and, you know, we're going for that title. So.
All right, very good. Chargers playing very well so far. Right here, Garrett Swanson. Garrett, talk about the overall play of the team. Tonight you guys played well offensively and really well on defense.
Well, I'm proud of my boys. I'm just glad. I'm glad we could pull it through like we're gonna for the rest of the season.
This trophy means a lot to you, huh?
Yes, it does.
All right, very good. Way over here on this side, Cannon Yates. Cannon, his brother, the quarterback on this team. Cannon, talk about the character of this team and what you think you can accomplish this year.
These guys never give up no matter where the ball is. They're just going to go at it, especially on defense, especially on offense. They just always go.
And what does Coach Ward and the coaching staff bring to this team?
Coach Ward, he's full of energy. He's a great coach. I love him.
All right, very good. Leland Chargers, big win tonight. Congratulations.
The Carondelet Cougars get together to talk strategy before their game begins visiting Doherty Valley. Cougars off strong as Marissa Ennis passes to Annika Zapata, who gets it to Kelsey Morris. Morris with the turn and nails it. Then it's Giovanna Baldacci with the assist to Mackenzie Orr knocks down some Wildcats to get the point for Carondelet 5-0. You think you can stop the Cougars, but you can't. Caitlin Sheffield with the attempt, but the ball bounces back to Baldacci. Baldacci to the rescue for a goal. And so much action in the first quarter. Sophia Riva finds Casey Madsen, who gets it down, pull, and into the net to end the first up 7-0. Into the second we go. The Wildcats are not going to give up. Alexis Kim sends the ball to Nicole Hoyer with the attempt, but it's just over the top. And the Cougars back in possession. Samantha Main passes to Morris. Morris goes under, but she comes back up with a hard shot into the net, 15-0 Cougars. Fighting for the ball, it's Jade Sao and Nava Majuli. Majuli gets a hold of the ball and shoots just a little too high for the Wildcats. More Cougar action now. Orr finds the hands of none other than Morris, who shoots the ball over the Wildcats. The Carondelet Cougars cruise with a tremendous win, 19-0 in this one.
Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Samantha Jewell from Castro Valley. This past summer, Samantha traveled to Nicaragua as part of a global glimpse. There, she worked alongside many locals, helping them harvest crops, refurnish schools, and tutor young children in English. Samantha talks about why it's so important to volunteer.
I think it's really important to volunteer just because there's so many places that have just so much less than us than we do in the U.S. and to experience that firsthand was really mind-blowing.
Coming up, the Bay Area's top two teams, De La Salle and St. Francis, going at it, and we have the highlights.
And later, Irvington takes on Arroyo. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report. The #1 De La Salle Spartans are once again playing a very tough schedule this season. The Spartans are 2-0 to start the season, with come-from-behind wins in both games over top teams. Yeah, they're doing very well. The De La Salle Spartans taking on the #2 team in the Bay Area, St. Francis. The Lancers winning their first two games by a combined score of 75-6. And it's Greg Calcagno, their head coach's birthday this week. Lots of reasons for them to win. The best in the Bay meeting in Concord Friday night.
The De La Salle student section all fired up for the big game in Apple Jacks. The Spartans waste no time getting on the board, handed off to Kyrie Robinson. He weaves around the Lancer D and turns on the Jets 47 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 DLS. But St. Francis answers in the next drive. Reed Vitale showing off his arm with a bomb to Ryan Higgins, who stays in bounds for a big gain. And just a couple of plays later, Vitale connects with Momo Wilmer, who makes a spectacular catch for the score. The point after is good as the Lancers tied up at 7 after 1. Second quarter, and here comes the Lancers again. Vitale finds Daryl Page on the screen pass, and he's going to run for a while. Nice gain, weaving in and out of defenders before finally being brought down. But the DLS defense comes up with a big-time stop as Michael Paquette picks up the loose ball, and he's gone 56 yards to the house. As the Spartans regain the lead, they would score a field goal later to take a 17-7 lead at the half. De La Salle continues the momentum into the second half. Give it to Robinson, and he plunges in for his second TD of the night. And just a little more insurance as George King takes the handoff and goes 17 yards for the score as the Spartans win it 31-7 to extend their winning streak against NorCal teams to 282 games. Robinson leading the charge for the victorious Spartans in this one.
The Dragon student section is loving the pre-game music as O'Dowd faces Campolindo, but right out of the gates, Campo goes up 8-3. The Cougar Sofia Carrasco has the serve. O'Dowd's Isabella Hoagland with the tip of the net, but Carrasco is there. Audrey Pack with a back set to Cameron Blakely, who puts it away, 9-3 Campo. O'Dowd rallies to take the lead 21-19. Michelle Oabede with a great effort here. She's denied by Paige Johnson, but Oabede with great effort to come back and get the kill, as O'Dowd takes the first, 25-19. Second set now, the Dragons would lead all the way. Second set now, look how high Olawede gets here off the Alex Hoagland set. And O'Dowd takes set 2 and tries for the sweep. But not if Campo has anything to say about it. They take the first few points of the set. Pack to Paige Johnson across court, 4-1 Cougs. Set point for Campo. Carrasco digs. Pack finds Vanessa Vaisnor in the corner, and it's perfectly placed, 25-20 Campo. Fourth set, the Dragons just 1 point away from the win. One final tag team blocked by Oabede and Nadia Pace, and it's a done deal. The Dragons take it 3-1, an outstanding game for Oabede, who had 9 kills and 5 blocks for the sophomore.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrates players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
This week, doing the dirty work is Harker kicker Dominic Saya. Dominic doing a nice job on defense as a linebacker, downing the quarterback and getting the big-time sack. Dominic Saya doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
Coming up, action from our NCS Blockbuster game as San Ramon Valley meets Foothill.
And Menlo Atherton takes on Valley Christian in girls volleyball as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
The Rica Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
Bank on it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bank on it! At South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, we are the #1 volume dealer in all of Northern California, #1 Ram Center in the whole Bay Area, #1 Business Link dealer in all of California, #1 Jeep dealer in Northern California, #1 ProMaster and ProMaster City dealer in the entire state. Wow! Check out our summer clearance event and get the Ram Pro City, starting at $15,999. Ram ProMaster Cargo Van, $10,000 off the MSRP. Ram 1500 trucks starting at $28,888. Get your truck business on at South County Ram Truck Center.
Our second block construction blockbuster game is opening night in the East Bay League. With so many teams in the league, you jump right into the league season right away. San Ramon Valley looked really good in its only game so far this season.
Foothill is also expected to vie for a league title, a tough test right away as Foothill meets San Ramon Valley and the block construction NCS blockbuster game, and our Aubrey Tolliver was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
Welcome to week 3 of high school football and week 1 of East Bay League play between Foothill and San Ramon Valley. Both teams had the week off last week. The Falcons had a bye and San Ramon Valley had their game canceled because of the heat. Both teams are rested and eager. It's Foothill SRV in this week's NCS Blockbuster Game of the Week.
Cheerleaders and fans welcome back San Ramon Valley for its first home game of the season, taking on Foothill. First drive for the Wolves. Quarterback Clark Baker hands it off to Dan Medley in the backfield, and he's got hops. He takes it 17 yards and sets up his team for this next play. Baker to Kobe Cross, the monster of a tight end, 6'4", 235, yeah, big guy. 7-0 San Ramon. The Falcons are stopped on the next drive, and a short punt sets up another SRV TD. That's Medley breaking through the goal line. The Wolves up 14 with 2 minutes left in the first. To the second we go. Check out this trick play. Baker to Matt Gillespie, the wide receiver turned quarterback. Then who's the receiver? The big guy, Cross. He goes down just short of the end zone. 2 plays later. Easy, breezy, touchdown, Tristan Sinclair. It's now 21-0, 11 to go in the third. Minute later, it's foothill ball. A.J. Duvall goes long, and the ball finds a well-covered Peter Montini, and the chains are moving for the Falcons. This next play, foothill going for the ground attack. Josh Shields finding the perfect route through the defense. 13 yards, but the drive would end in a Falcon stop. 1 minute left in the second. Baker, a short pass to Medley. Starting on the far side, he cuts through the field, and that was a right decision. Goodbye, Medley. 52 yards at the half. It's 28-0 SRV. Now coming out of the half, and the Wolf offense is just too hot. Baker with the high pass to Cathal Roberts. A nice over-the-head grab. It's 35-0 with 2 minutes left in the third. On the next drive, Duvall under some pressure, and he is taken down. The ball comes loose, and the Wolves' Michael Lanning would come up with it. And San Ramon goes on to win 45-0. Medley, with 2 TDs after the game, talks about his team's drive.
Hey, we're back. We're back on the map. We just beat a team that's beaten us 3 years straight. That just shows our compassion, our teamwork, our work ethic. We worked too hard for this. We got the job done. I feel great. It's a great win for our team, I think.
In San Ramon with the NCS Blockbuster Game of the Week, I'm Aubrey Tolliver, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The MA Bears having fun celebrating Coach Jairo Sierra's birthday, but Valley Christian not part of the party. The Warriors go Evelyn Buck to Brianna Latigue to Logan Manley. She's a sophomore. More Valley Christian as Maddie McLaren passes to Latigue with a terrific back set to a flying Grace Beltramo. MA stepping up on defense as Josephine Tonga and Lauren Heller put up the double block, but the Warriors take the first. Buck to Latigue to Manley. Ham and eggs, baby. Second set, MA battling hard, diving for the dig as Bella Shermis over to Grover with a deep set to Heller, who rakes it off the block for the point. Valley Christian comes back as Kaylani Mayo sends it to Tong, who bumps it perfectly over to Melanie Williams, who rips it home for the Valley point. The Warriors take the second with a little trickeration. That's a word from George Bush, who was president before Obama. Look it up. Kaylee Zhang with the nifty kill there. To the third now, the Bears' Erica Fisher to Grover. Deep set to Emma Spitt, who splits the defense for the kill. But the Warriors take the third and the match. Beltramo to Tong over to Brooke Suzuki, who just crushes that one as VC goes to 6-2 on the season with a 3-set win.
The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week's Harker School Scholar athlete is Half Moon Bay's Gavin Tomberlin. Gavin is the quarterback for the Cougars and has a 3.68 GPA while competing in 3 sports for the Cougars.
The Scholar Athlete Award is brought to you by the Harker School. Harker salutes 2017 alumni Rishab Garjaya, now at Stanford, for receiving a $50,000 Davidson Scholarship for his research and development of a smartphone-based vision disease detector. At Harker Preschool through 12th grade, students discover their passion. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's Robert in the office with this week's tip.
The new Type tool in Premiere Pro allows you to make shapes quickly and easily. Drop down the pen tool box to reveal the rectangle and ellipse tools. Click on any of these and then go right to the program monitor to create your shape. This is also an easy way to create a thick line. Go to the Essential Graphics panel to adjust the size, color, and to add a stroke or drop shadow. Another way, the Adobe Creative Cloud helps make your team videos and highlight reels better than all the rest. Coming up, Irvington takes on Arroyo in a Friday afternoon game.
But first, here's our Silver Creek Sportsplex Top 10 football poll.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Stevens Creek Toyota. It's where the deals are. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, my name's Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium in an East Bay battle between Arroyo and Irvington, the Vikings from Irvington play in the Mission Valley League and come into this game with a 1-1 record.
Arroyo battles in the West Alameda County League and also sports a 1-1 record coming into this game played Friday afternoon.
The Arroyo Dons getting pumped up as they host the Irvington Vikings Friday afternoon. The Vikings looking to draw first blood early. Handed off to Andy Newman. Hello, Newman. He runs through the hole, breaking tackles for a nice gain. Irvington later scored, 7-0 lead. Arroyo looking to answer right back, but Dalton Evans jumps the route for the pick. He's going to run for a bit to set up the Vikings near the goal line. Just a couple of plays later, handed off to Evans, who sprints into the end zone. The point after is good as the Irvington Vikings extend the lead to 14. But the Dons fight back. Abraham Villavicencio hands it off to Milton Render III, and he'll do the rest. As Milton saunters into the end zone, that cuts the deficit to 8. Irvington would not look back from that point. Rudy Escamilla connects with Samuel Carpio for the touchdown. 20-6, Vikes after 1. Second quarter, and Evans takes the handoff again and powers in for the score. He finished with 4 touchdowns in the game. Here come the Vikings again. Pitch it to Damian Stone, who shows off his speed, sprinting past defenders before he is forced out of bounds. Irvington would score a few plays later, 35-6 Vikings at the half. Arroyo looking to start the comeback in the second. Villavicencio finds Zachary Soto, but Evans is there to bring him down immediately. Irvington continuing the momentum in this one. Escamilla connects with Carpio again for the touchdown as the Vikings cruise to a 55-6 victory for their second win of the season. Big games for Evans and Carpio. The Menlo girls volleyball team is off to a fine start once again this season.
The Knights meeting with 99.7 Now Strawberry to talk about their season before their game this week.
We're at the Rikus Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. And here they are. Let me introduce the Knights of Menlo. This is the volleyball squad right here. The defending state champs, right, Chris? That's a good title. That's a good title to have.
Great title, yeah.
So I want to talk about last season, but this season is already off to a great start. Brag about the Menlo rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, we just beat MA. We swept them actually, first time in 4 years. It was a great match, yeah.
And you're not going to see them again this season, right? That was it. They're done for the season. As far
Pretty
as
much. We might see them in a tournament or something, but yeah, pretty much.
But apparently you're ready for them if you do.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. And it takes a lot of work. Ashley, once last season was over, you guys kept working out. How hard does Coach push you until you guys are back on the court again?
I mean, we're one of the only Menlo sports team that has a required amount of off-season workouts. So I think that's one of the reasons we went so far and made it to state last year, because we put in that extra work.
And don't take this lightly. How much required workouts are you guys doing?
This year was 54 during the off season, so we've been putting in that work.
Just checking them all off. Ryan, let's talk about the group you're with. Very veteran squad coming back on the court this year, right?
Yes, indeed. We have 6 returning seniors and 4 returning juniors, so we all know each other really, really well, but even though it's a group of girls that have been together for a while, we're really switching it up on the court, people doing new positions. We always like to keep it fresh.
And let's talk about the fresh goals this year. Obviously, I'm going to assume get back and win state again back-to-back. What else?
Oh, no question. We're going to win state again. And then one of our main goals is to win against SHP, which is our main rivals right down the street. So
you guys got a hit list, don't you?
Yeah,
Holy cow, it started with Menlo. It's going to Sacred Heart?
Yes, because we own Valpo. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to finish off that one. My name is Strawberry. I'm on the radio every night at 99.7 Now, but the defending state champs are these ladies right here, the Menlo Volleyball Knights.
Knights of Menlo, Knights!
Here they are, the Menlo Knights, pumped up and ready to host the Aragon Dons. Menlo grabs an early lead. Sienna Houghton dives in to get the dig. Kristen Sellers to Ashley Dreyer, and Ashley brings it home, 12-8. Menlo looking for more, but the Dons, Della Trimble is there making some noise with this block to tie the game. The Knights regain the lead, though, as Sellers sets up Dreyer in the corner, and this one is not coming back. Off the block and out. Aragon punches back. Andrea Ramirez sets to Lily Tuivailala. She sees a gap and slams it down. Her brother, an outstanding baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals. Menlo here now. Sellers with a quick set to Anna Guirgossian, and she takes it home. The Knights win 26-24 in a thrilling first set. The Knights own the second, though. Selena Zhu sets up Dreyer, and she knows what to do with it. Menlo takes it 25-16. The Dons not giving up. Ramirez sets to Lydia Manu, and she finds the hardwood for a 3-1 lead in the third. But Menlo unstoppable as Dreyer is really good. She comes in and does what she does best. What a night for Dreyer, racking up 15 kills as the Knights win it in 3.
DG presents the Be Happy Play each week.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Los Altos Eagles. In overtime, it's the Eagles coming through with the golden goal, and they couldn't help but show their happiness. One more time, check it out. It's the Los Altos Eagles winning in overtime in this week's Be Happy Play.
Go to dgdg.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but maybe not.
But first, here's this week's training tip from our good friends at the Rikus Center.
I'm Coach Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is a physio ball push-up. Mark's going to come up into a push-up position, hands on a physio ball. Shoulders will be down and retracted back slightly as he goes down to his push-up. We'll have to stabilize through his core and shoulders, push back up. One more time. Back up. Make sure now you look at this low back. It shouldn't be hyperextended. It should be straight. Good. Good. And if you want to regress it, you can always go down to the knees.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end-of-the-season awards banquet right here at Levi Stadium.
Whole lot of swag right here. All right, we'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We love an overtime field hockey game, and there is nothing better than a golden goal. This one coming from Phoebe Aronson and Lisa Larson. Heading to the hardwood, Sienna Houghton with the phenomenal dig, Kristen Sellers with the pass to Ashley Dreyer, and that is how you get a hard-earned point. Staying with the Knights, time for some Friday night lights. Watch out for Dylan Grady. He stays with the ball and gets up for the big-time interception. Time for some air mail. Slade Wilson drops back and throws a prayer up to Giovanni Giannotta. Giovanni stiff arms the Wildcat and is in for 6. Anthony Hurd had himself a night. He weaves in and out of defenders, dodging 3 to be exact before taking it all the way to the house. Hurd with 5 TDs in this one for the Fightin' Irish. And the Play of the Week goes to Jason Arita, one of the most impressive plays I've ever seen. Jason kicks the ball to himself before firing it in. This had our entire staff wanting a slow-mo. Jason Arita, you're coming to the banquet.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Marissa Levis. Be sure to join us next week for the story of the Fremont football player finding a family through football. We'll see you then.